Union!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Union!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
shut it down!
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 I said if we don't get it,
shut it down!
I said if we don't get it,
shut it down!
I said if we don't get it,
shut it down!
We'll have to bring it up from the top again. Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people wanna know
people wanna know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them,
So we tell them,
we are the union.
we are the union,
The mighty, mighty union.
the mighty, mighty union,
Fighting for workers.
fighting for workers and union recognition. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
Make some noise for labor. If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 come on, John, we don't get it,
Shut it down.
let me hear you, we don't get it,
Shut it down.
one more time, we don't get it,
Shut it down.
you damn right we do every day. If you get down with the union, Amazon let us know right now that we are coming. The ALU is here to stay forever. Make some noise for unions, make some noise for labor.
As we march on to ALB1 today, I want the workers to feel the energy that we feel right now. That energy that we feel right now, that power, is exactly what we're going to do on October 13th. On October 12th, 13th, 15th, and 17th. Does everybody see that tent right there? Everybody see that tent? Yeah. That tent is freedom. That tent is power.
It's the same one we had at JFK.
Workers, the right, the opportunity, and the chance to negotiate our wages, our benefits, our paid time off, opportunities. The opportunities that Amazon has neglected to give us. They have passed us over time and time again for opportunity. But today, these workers get that opportunity.
Yeah.
Get that opportunity.
All right.
Absolutely, 100%. Every single voice in this warehouse matters. Every single voice that goes on that tent this week will give you that chance to say, Amazon, we had enough. Amazon, together. Let's work together. The message today is about unity. The message today is not just power, but it's called unity. It's called equality. It's called we need to stand together if we want to see a difference in this world.
Thank you, Heather. We appreciate you. As we up to this point, you guys clap it up for Heather. She put in a lot of work.
Michael has a lot of good things to say.
She does have a lot of good things to say. Michael, you got a lot of good things to
I
say?
got a lot of good things to say, but Heather's got a lot of good things to say.
Heather, you got a lot of good things to say? All right. Well, I want to thank you all for coming out here. As you know, in a couple of days, this person will have the choice of those to be a part of what is already a successful union, the Amazon Labor Union. We are now growing across the nation from the East Coast to the West Coast. Not only do we have a campaign here, we also have one in California that's taking place. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I just spoke to the organizers last night, and you guys are the first to know, but they're going to file today. Yeah, we're filing all over the country, so once again, we're happy to make history here, right here in New York State. That's Union Town, Union State, and this is the only right place where it should be happening, because right here, a couple of days ago, you know, there was a fire.
Yeah.
And let me tell y'all what happened from what we heard. They sent the workers home with pay. But that didn't happen in other warehouses. There were two other fires, one in JFK, one in Alabama. And when it comes to health and safety, we all know one of the reasons why I lost my job with this company is because I spoke up about health and safety. They don't care about it. Because if they did, they wouldn't punish their workers for speaking up. Instead of sending workers home with pay in Staten Island, guess what they did? They started suspending them and retaliating against them. We want the same protections all across the nation. The only way we're going to get that is if we put that power back in the workers' hands. And the only way we put that power back in the workers' hands is by unionizing. So we're going to get this show started. Here you go, Heather.
Thank you. So as the workers come out, I have to say that I had a speech prepared. But the emotions I'm feeling, forget the speech. What I want to see, as you see the workers coming out this door, what you're going to see is the most amazing demonstration of diversity. We at ALB1 are a diverse group of people. We are from Egypt. We have an attorney from Egypt. We have India. We have China. We have hearing impaired, vision impaired. We have so many different people. Our diversity is incredible. But you know what's missing? Equality. We have diversity, but we don't have equality. So coming today, I really wanted to understand. To me, and you know, the hundreds of people that sign cards, vote yes, makes sense, right? It's no secret that Amazon underpays its workers, right? It's no secret. So let's talk about what we already know. We know that we're underpaid. We know that we need benefits. We know that the working conditions are unsafe, right? But here's the thing. What we need to do, and Amazon knows this, and what was their response? Their response was to hire $4.3 million union busters to go in and say, wait a minute, your voice doesn't matter to us. We're going to call you into meetings. We're going to tell you that the ALU is a third party. But in all reality, we know it's a nonprofit organization that was comprised of current and former workers. And why did the ALU get started? The ALU got started because Amazon didn't respond to our concerns. They didn't respond to us, right? So now, the workers have said, we want the power. So here at ALB1, these workers who are incredibly smart, who are incredibly strong, and who just want an opportunity, an equal opportunity. We want to take that diversity and we want to transition into equality. We don't want to have to quit and then apply for a position externally so you can get promoted, right? And why is somebody here for 2 years that has demonstrated the ability to meet these crazy matrices, leave on injury, but come back to work hard? Why is there people that are being passed over? Where is the consideration and the opportunity for workers to put in that investment to hard labor? This is a skilled labor warehouse, right? So that value that these skilled laborers bring to the table needs to be in the form of bonuses, of real raises. We don't want a 3-year cap on the 25-cent raises. We want fully paid benefits on day one. We want supplemental insurance that pays on and off the job injuries. When we work in a warehouse, that's the #1 Amazon warehouse in the state of New York for injuries. Why are people leaving here in ambulances multiple times a week? Multiple times. When I first came here and I saw an ambulance, I was like, oh my goodness, why is the ambulance here? But now when we see one, we're like, what happened? That can't happen here. It cannot happen here. And then the $5 a week unions or unions. Let's talk about that for a minute and what that brings for the workers. Cost and value are two different things. I see workers in here that are exhausted, absolutely exhausted. $20 in their pocket, tomorrow's payday. They're going to walk over to that vending machine and get that $5 Red Bull. They're going to drive by, have Starbucks, and get that coffee because we work so hard. We just want that little thing. But what we need to do is remember that that's an investment into our future. That's an investment into telling Amazon, I've been here for 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been here for
Yeah.
What do these people as they walk out?
You need a union.
We do need a union. So we need to make sure that these workers have a message that they are in control of their future when they walk through that tent. And when they walk through that tent, they don't have to be afraid. They have to remember that we can do this, we will do this. And remember, the Amazon Labor Union just shut down the billion-dollar bully. We just shut them down. There are 25 objections. They don't want this, but we beat them. Now we're getting recognition, and then we're going to move forward with the contract. That's our plan here today, guys. Our plan is... We know that we want more money. We know that we deserve fully paid benefits on day one. We know that we deserve enhanced benefits. 15-minute scam-to-scam breaks are not enough. We cannot go from... Look at the size of this building. To go from that building, this side, to that side, or out in the front, 15 minutes is enough. It's just not enough. How is this going to happen, guys? How are we going to make sure that we get those wages, that we get that commission structure, that profit sharing, those benefits, those breaks, and safety? We need to stand together and create the equality that is missing from this warehouse, that is missing from every single Amazon across the nation. We want equality, every single person to have fair wages, to have those breaks, to have everything that they need. So I would like to stand united with all of our supporters and the ALB1 workers. You do not have to be afraid anymore. We are here. We're going to make this happen. You don't have to do it. You're going to walk in there and say, I'm in control of my future. Guess what, Amazon? You're going to sit at the table with me, and you're going to listen. You're going to listen, because that's not happening. So now I want to pass it off. Where's Kim? Kim. Kim Lane is my partner in crime, my co-lead organizer, and has gotten me through a lot of tough moments.
As another house for me, you did touch upon a lot of what I was going to say. I am going to keep this kind of short. I just want to say that... Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. An important fact for us to know, and just to reiterate what Heather said, that Amazon warehouse workers account for almost half of all injuries in the industry. Amazon warehouse workers in the U.S. suffer serious injuries to include death at twice the rate of rival companies as of 2021. This fire that we just had shows how dangerous this job can be. We're dealing with lithium batteries. We're dealing with combustible chemicals and fluids, and accidents can happen. We need protection against these things. We need to stand in unity We need to have the collective voice for everyone to know how we are able to overcome this. If only we can stand together and all believe and have faith, we can win. We are the workers. We make this happen. We can do this, right, everyone? Right. I don't think we're asking for a lot to want to leave our houses in the morning and come home safe to our families at night. That is not a lot to ask for. It is not a lot to ask for a living wage that is comparable to this cost of living in 2022 so that we can feed our families. It's not a lot to ask for $1 trillion company to throw us what to them is crumbs. I think that, we stand together. We can win this through collective bargaining, people. We have to put our voice out there. They have to know how serious we are. And I think that we're strong, we're courageous, and together the power is in our hands. And I am, you are, we are what? The ALU! Okay, who's next, Tia? Tia, another lead organizer who we couldn't be doing any of this without. Yay, Tia!
Well, I too had a speech ready, but it's in my car, so I'm going to fly off the cuff here. When I've been on the floor talking to people asking about their support for the union, I've gotten lots of yeses, lots of no's, and lots of I don't knows or I don't cares. Why do we want the union? Because we are being underpaid. Because Amazon lied about their status and said they are a retail center. You cannot walk in this building and buy anything. We are not a retail center. We are a warehouse. We need warehouse wages. We work hard. We lift 50 pounds and higher. We're only supposed to lift up to 50. But I can tell you personally, I've had boxes that are 76, 83 pounds. That is not okay. You can't get away with paying us $15 an hour when every other warehouse in the area is making far more than that. We have the right to be paid for our COVID leave. When I first started, people were wearing masks, and we got text messages from the company saying, another person here has had COVID. That has all stopped. We don't know who's got COVID anymore. And just this past summer, I was inflicted again, a second time with COVID. And Amazon paid me for my first week out, but refused to pay me for my second week. What kind of BS is that? We need the union because we're underpaid. Our insurance is subpar. If this is the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest corporations in the U.S., they can afford to pay 100% of our health care, but we get crumbs. So when people ask me, why do I want the union? That's why. I kept it super short. Who's next?
So I'm going to introduce you to Miss Emma. Miss Emma is an ALB1 worker, and I've spoken with her on many occasions. And I would love for you to hear Miss Emma's message of courage. I know. Got it?
This thing is heavy. All right, so hi, I am Miss Emma. I am currently a worker here. I have a full-time job during the day, and I chose Amazon at night because it fitted with my schedule. At first, when I started working here, I loved it here. I loved it. I recommended people to come work here. I bragged about this place. I even got my son to work here. And then, all of a sudden, one day, he never showed up. I finally got in touch with him. He said, Mom, I was fired. I said, why? They accused him of doing something he did not do. There is no due process here. He just got fired. No proof, no nothing. So here are some things that I think are important for you to know. In most instances, unionized workers are paid far better than non-unionized workers. We can
we can guarantee a COLA, which is a cost of living adjustment, which is a fight against inflation. And a COLA is not a raise. It is really just hedged against the inflation. These are just a few of the important issues that we need to think about. We also need to worry about due process, hiring, promotions, disciplinary actions, firing, health and safety are concerns for us all. We all have the ability to negotiate better types of health care that include vision and hearing and mental health, which is also promoted here. These are just a few of the important issues. But the most important thing we need to think about is we need to bind together as a union body with fairness and equality for all workers, for us all.
AL? B1, there we go. AL! B1! 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 AL! B1!
That's right. Make some noise for labor. So, I want to introduce a family that traveled all the way up here from Virginia. They came here in solidarity, not because they're here to vote or they're trying to manipulate the vote. This is a very powerful story. During COVID, one of the reasons why I spoke up is because we were unprotected. I got fired, and workers started to reach out from all over the country. In this particular building, they were COVID testing each other. Amazon had their workers without protections, no N95 masks, no plexiglass, in the facility testing their co-workers with the swab. It's not right. Not only are they underpaid, that's not their medical expertise, they're not in that field, and we're not deemed, even though we were deemed as essential workers, we are not the ones that can save lives. This young lady lost her life suddenly, leaving behind her daughter. And now her daughter, Gabby, and her sister, Christina, they're here to tell the powerful story of Pushan Brown, who lost her life during COVID, working for Amazon. They're here with us today, and we would love to have your undivided attention to hear and listen to Christina, who's here. Thank you.
Hi everybody. It's so good to see everybody come out today. So my name is Christina, and I'm Pushan Brown's sister. I'll say how to spell her name because a lot of people don't know. It's P-O-U-S-H-A-W-N, last name Brown, B-R-O-W-N. My sister and I worked at Amazon in Virginia at the Springfield DDC3 location. And I worked as on the pick shift, and my sister started off as a sorter. We both started off as the driver. So when the lady came before me and said that when she started working here, she thought it was great, we did too. From the drivers, we went to the warehouse, and then from the warehouse position, we went to, I'm going to tell you now. In 2020, my sister sent over 8 emails to managers, corporate, Seattle, concerning the warehouse. We had a cleaning shift quit on us. We had no proper gear. We had nothing. Workers and my sister, we were scared to come to work. They assigned my sister in late June, July to the COVID safety department at DDC3. They assured her she would be telling people to stay 6 foot away and make sure they had masks, hand sanitizers, paper towels, etc. In October 2020, my sister was trained by another Amazon employee to COVID test other Amazon employees with no proper PPE. She was not a licensed professional. She was not a nurse nor a doctor. She was a single Amazon employee who came there to be a night sorter. My sister was COVID testing with no vaccination out, with no proper PPE. She was not trained by a doctor nor a nurse. In January 2021, my sister passed. She came home from work on Thursday. She complained of a headache. She tested 4 people that day, and the next morning she never woke up. I reached out to Amazon to let them know. They called me 2 days later to find out why she was not at work. I told them that my sister passed. They told me they would get back to me to see if they could help with funeral arrangements. I called them for 2 weeks. They didn't get back to me until I did an interview with Status Quo, and they offered me, my mom, and my niece 6 weeks of counseling that expired the first week of April. She has a 13-year-old daughter that I take care of now. My sister sent over 8 emails, so many calls, text messaging the supervisors on site saying she was scared, saying we just wanted her. Can we close the warehouse? If we can't close the warehouse, can we close it for 3 hours so that we can get everything clean and sterilized? My sister is no longer here, and Amazon is not here. The media is not reporting on the story. It hurts me because my sister worked for that company for 4.5 years. For 4.5 years. We didn't get sorry, we didn't get anything. So it's very important for you guys to understand. Today is a very important day because if my sister did have a union, when she reached out to Seattle, when she reached out to the managers, they wouldn't have just swept it under the rug. Maybe she would still be here today. So that's why it's very important. She had no business COVID testing. She had no business when Amazon had enough money to hire nurses and doctors to COVID test. She had no business being put in that situation. She was a single mother. A lot of people ask, well, why did she do it? When you ask Jeff Bezos, why did he allow regular Amazon employees with no medical training to COVID test, then you can come back and we can talk. But you have to vote yes today because this is very important. My sister's not here. And I'm telling you, she cried out for help. She cried out help for many times. She wanted to stay at the job. She just wanted to be safe. So you guys need to understand how important it is. And please, if you guys get an opportunity, please look up my sister. Google her. Share her story, please. We need to get it around. Nobody cares. Amazon is not trying to take responsibility for it. They're not talking about it. They think I'm going to go away. I'm not going to go away. I want justice for my sister. I need justice for my sister. I want justice for my niece. I need it. Please. Please share this story. Please. Please tell everyone that you know about my sister. Please. Please help me in getting justice for my niece. She's 13 years old. She will never see her mother again, and neither will I. Thank you so much. Who's Sean Brown? Who's Sean Brown? Who's Sean Brown? Who's Sean Brown? Thank you. Sorry. So we have another special guest today. Senator Gillibrand takes the time to come to Albany, New York. Schodack. This is Schodack. This is Albany, but it's called Schodack. So Schodack, New York, to let the workers know that they have support across the nation. We have support. We have the power. We have the authority. So I'd like to introduce Senator Gillibrand, and thank you for taking your time to come today. Thank you, Heather, for your leadership, for your vision, for your determination, for your never giving up. That's what a labor movement is about. It's about speaking out and speaking truth to power, asking for justice, asking for fairness, asking for fair wages. That is what a union is. A union is the ability to elevate your voice, to make your voice stronger, to make your voice louder, so the Jeff Bezoses of the world have to listen. That is why you are here. That is why you march. That is why you don't give up. The union movement
is what allows workers to thrive. It's what allows the economy to grow. It's what allows families to thrive. Without the labor movement, without a union, you have no one to stand up to the CEOs and the corporate boards to say, this is just, this is fair, this is what the employees need to thrive. This is essential. The work that a union does is take all your concerns and mobilizes them and uses your voice to be heard on a larger scale. No worker should work without having a union behind them, because the truth is, without a union, you do not get paid fairly. Why is Jeff Bezos fighting you? He doesn't want to pay you fairly. He doesn't want to give you the benefits you have earned, the benefits you deserve. He does not want the money to come out of his pocket and be put in your pocket, the workers, the heart, and the soul of the company. Without a union, you're just one person. And the stories I've heard today are heartbreaking. From a young mother, a single mother, to be able to fight for herself, to say, I don't have the training to do this job. Unless she has a union, she will not be heard. She will not be protected. Every benefit that you have earned is only achieved because you have a union speaking up and demanding it. People do not give you your rights for free. You have to demand them. You have to fight for them. If they can pay you less, if they can give you less benefits, they will. It makes them have higher returns. It makes them have higher profits. If they can shortchange you, that just lines their pockets. Do not be fooled. When you speak to young workers, new workers, they don't necessarily know all the people that have come before them. They do not know the long miles that have been walked. They do not know the heavy weight that has been carried. Tell them what the union movement does. It gives you justice. It gives you rights. It gives you benefits, and it gives you fair pay. This is a righteous movement. Do not give up. Do not give in. I will march with you from now till then. Thank you so much. And I also want to direct your attention to this incredible, courageous man right here. Wow. This is amazing. Can I call you up here? I'm so proud right now. Thank you so much. That is incredible. And you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to stand together, and we're going to continue the fight. So I want to introduce somebody who's near and dear to me, who's gotten me through a lot over the last couple months. This is Connor Spence. He's the treasurer. He is amazing. Thank you so much. Connor?
Thank you, Heather. I just want to start off by saying how proud I am of the ALB1 workers. Look, guys, you guys already have a union. All right, everything that we do after this is just a formality. You can check the law, look it up. To be a union, two workers need to come together and say, I want something better for my employer. Yeah. And the Amazon Labor Union is a union of thousands and tens of thousands of workers across the country that are doing just that. So at the end of the day, we need to decide amongst ourselves, what is it that we would change here? And there's a lot. There's a lot of things that Amazon workers take issue with in this company. And the only way we're going to change those things is by standing together. All right, so I just want to say that, look, if Amazon can spend $4.3 million union busting against us, if they can spend, honestly, it's more than that, it's tens of millions of dollars trying to stop workers from having a voice here, that just tells you that they're scared of us. And that they're scared that if we really come together and demand something, that we can get it.
Okay, we also have some additional support from our leaders right here in Albany. So I would like to call on, give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to actually just stand up and I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves and just a couple quick words.
Union busted!
Is disgusting!
Union busted!
Is disgusting!
My name is Owusu. I'm a council member in the city of Albany, and I am proud to stand in solidarity with all of you today. You know, when you think about the union movement, particularly when this country was at its best success, it was a time when unions were the strongest. And now you have corporate leaders who are trying to get rid of unions. What do we say? Hell no. We're going to fight back. We're going to march. We're going to keep on agitating. We will not rest until some of these corporate leaders treat the workers with the dignity and respect that they deserve. I'm going to be here with you. We're all going to be with you. Let's stand in solidarity. Thank you so much. And I'd like to hand off to our Councilwoman, Gabriela Romero.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela Romero. I'm a councilwoman for the 6th Ward in the city of Albany. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to stand in solidarity with everyone. This is such a hard fight, but it's one that's worth it. Something I just want to mention, give a quick shout out to is Democratic Socialists. They're a really big part. Hell yeah. As a proud Democratic Socialist myself, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to support this.
How you doing?
Something that includes all workers, everyone. So I want to give a quick shout out to them. Thank you for the leadership and the roles that you guys have done as well. This is so exciting, and it's not over. There's a big push to be had, and so anything that the city council can do, we support workers, we support the labor movement. Let's keep moving.
My name is Sam Fine. I'm an Albany County legislator, represent the 6th District. I'm proud to stand here with all of you today. About a month ago, we did a proclamation. We signed a proclamation with my in support of the Amazon Labor Union. We're proud of what everyone here is doing. Workers here deserve their wages, deserve to be at the table to negotiate for themselves. I just want to also add, there's a bill on the desk of Governor Kathy Hochul, the Warehouse Workers Protection Act. We call on Governor Hochul to sign that bill.
Sign that bill! Sign that bill! Sign that bill! Sign that bill! Sign that bill!
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Justin. I'm a county legislator in Albany County. I'm co-chair of the Labor Relations Task Force there. Along with my colleague Sam, I'm here to stand in solidarity with you, to thank Heather, thank Christian, thank all of the organizers who are leading this union drive. But especially today, I want to say thank you to the workers that are voting yes to unionize, voting yes to ALB1 here at Schodack. Proud to stand with you. Along with Senator Jill LeBrand and everyone else is here. I will march with the workers here until we get this done. So let's get it done, everyone.
Good morning, or good afternoon. My name is Corey Ellis. I'm the Albany County Council President of the City of Albany. But before I was a politician or elected official, I was a union organizer. I organized over 1,000 members in healthcare workers. So I know what it takes to take on your boss. I know the trials and tribulations you've gone through. But there's one thing you have to really get your coworkers to understand.
No?
You are the union.
They were here.
You are the union. Not some outside entity. So what you're going to be voting for, yes, you're voting for yourself, you're voting for your livelihood, you're voting for your families, and you're voting for the area. But you unionizing gives other workers who are not